Hello guys, Brian here with Affordable Sticks. Getting ready to smoke my first cigar of the day. It's a pretty cool little cigar. I've never seen this before, I never heard it before. It was given to me by a friend of mine who's the general manager out there at the cigar lounge that I frequent. Stogies and Stories in Post Falls, Idaho. If you're ever in that area, you gotta go check this place out. It's fantastic. Great cigars, great cigars. Anyway, so this is a company that he's kind of like looking at. They came in and they approached them about putting their cigars in there. You know how reps will do that. And he wanted me to try it and to see what I thought. So that's what I'm gonna do. It's called the Madre Tierra. Okay, it's a Connecticut cigar. I'm really learning to like more and more Connecticut's. It just depends. But this one here says it's the words that they use to describe the cigar is that it's approachable. Now I thought that was pretty cool. Approachable. They're saying it's a creamier, more of a complex Connecticut than other Connecticut's that you have smoked. So they're kind of saying that this is kind of a better Connecticut, maybe. I don't know if I want to use those exact words, but it's maybe something in that class. That this is a great cigar. So this company is out of, let me see if I remember right. I was reading about this. It's out of Torbelli. Well, anyway, Santiago and the Dominican Republic. Tamboril, Santiago in the Dominican Republic. I probably just butchered that, and I'm sorry. It's a family-owned business. I need to probably find out how long they've been around. Again, I've never even heard of them before. I'm sure a lot of you out there maybe watching this right now going, oh yeah, I've heard of them before. They got great cigars. This cigar is, I did the price point on it. It's anywhere from a $12 to $15 cigar, depending on the region, depending on where you're buying it and selling it, etc., etc. This, of course, is a 52 ring gauge Toro size, 6.5. It's a great looking stick. I can tell by the looks of it and the smell of it that, of course, it's handcrafted. You should be smoking handcrafted cigars. And it's got some really good veins in it, some lines. The band on it is pretty nice. It looks like a good quality stick. It's got a great smell to it. So we're gonna sit here and I'm gonna get that little punch going on it. And I'm gonna cold draw. Not bad, actually. Okay, I'm gonna do a little something here that might freak some of you all out. But this is a little practice that I like to do. You can do this only, of course, with a soft flame. Warms up the tobacco on the inside. Sometimes creates a better flavoring profile, gives off a great aroma when you do this, but you have to be careful. Sometimes these wrappers can be very thin, especially when you're dealing with Connecticut. So you gotta be very careful doing this, but just give it a couple wishes back and forth like this. Sometimes it helps open it up if it's a little bit stiff on the inside. Yeah, I can already smell that. It's giving off a cool little aroma. I'm not looking at the camera right now because I'm trying to make sure I do this correctly. Then I'm gonna get ready to toast this. Okay, yeah, that's got a great smell to it. Wow, fantastic. So careful. Again, I know I've said this a million times and I'm sure most of you know this, but when you're using a torch to toast your cigars, you gotta be very careful. Don't let that thing get too hot. Don't scorch your tobacco. Just get it nice and toasty. You wanna kind of circle it around, make sure you get all the edges. The edges where it's kind of important, you don't want this thing to canoe on you or anything weird. So you don't want to be very careful here. A nice cold cherry is what you want when you're smoking your cigars. That's why you see when most people are smoking cigars, they don't sit there and just toke on it and toke on it. No, it's an enjoyed experience to enjoy the tobacco and the flavoring notes that it gives off. And you don't want to get it hot. So, whew, that's a little bit too much there, sorry. So then we're just gonna finish it off with this. I like to blow on mine a little, just to keep that little cherry going. Anyway, wow, this has already given off some great smells. Wow. So one of the things they also were saying about this cigar is that most Connecticut's already have this. A good smoke is what they call it. A good plume of smoke, a good easy draw, and a good plume of smoke. And I'm hoping that's what this one has. Because when I'm smoking a cigar, if I have to work on that smoke, I just down it. It's done, you know. I've even had that happen to me with some of my favorite cigars. It happens. But when I'm smoking a cigar, one of the most important things to me is a good plume, easy draw, and a good plume of thick, rich smoke. So important. But right now, of course, it's just lit. So she's, you know, pretty mild. Very smooth so far. The smoke's not real plumy yet, but I feel like I'm having to work on it just a little bit, but we're, you know, gonna give her the benefit of the doubt here. We've just lit it. Again, you know, you make it a little closer. Look at that. I mean, it's, I don't know if I'm in focus here or not. Let me try to. Madre Tierra, Connecticut. It's a little darker wrapper, Connecticut. I'm sure they have a special tobacco. A lot of these farms, old family farms, even some that they have purchased from other people, have certain ways of growing their tobacco that's kind of special to them. Sometimes it's old tobacco and they reserve it and they hang on to it for a long time and roll cigars out of it. You know, we're talking some pretty good aged tobacco, which is so important, very important. Well, I think maybe she's just not lit right. So hang on and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Anyway. Coffee and a cigar. Coffee and a cigar. Wouldn't that be a cool name for a cigar lounge? Coffee and cigars. I'm sure they exist. I know I didn't coin that phrase, but it's cool. Ooh, that's interesting. Yeah, so far so good. You know, I'm not gonna say anything about this, you know, negatively. I have said that lately about some cigars, even some that I really like. You know, sometimes with these cigar companies, they get these people that aren't rolling them right. Tobacco's upside down, the leaves are upside down. Sometimes I guess they're not using the like the seco part of the leaf right, and you know they're just kind of cutting corners and they're putting them together too fast, and the quality's not as, you know, good as it used to be. You know, sometimes, you know, you have certain people making, you know, cigars for your hand, rolling them. They just don't take the pride that, you know, you probably should into these. I don't even know why I went down that rabbit hole. Gosh, I don't know. Wow. I'm trying to see what that says. Oh, it says cigar company. This is interesting stick so far. So far, it's got a really smooth finish. I mean, it's really got a kind of a creamy, nutty finish to it. It's pretty good. Yeah, I'm starting to like more and more Connecticut cigars. One of my favorite Connecticut style cigars is by Dunbarton. It's called the Wagashi. If you've not smoked that cigar, go out and get one today if you can find it and smoke it. You will thank me later. Anyway, this cigar is very interesting. So far, everything that I've read about it and researched on this cigar is coming true. They tout that it's a creamier Connecticut, and that the draw is easy, so far very easy. The smell and the taste from it is fantastic. The finish is smooth, nutty, maybe a little earthy. Doesn't have a lot of peppery spice to it, like a lot of my. I really like, you know, the Maduros, you know, Maduros. Enunciate your words. But this is good. This is good. It's got a little bit of got a little kick to it. Yeah, the retrohale is very smooth on this. Very smooth. Yeah, good cigar. So, to my buddy Aaron out there who gave me this cigar, this is a good cigar. I mean, this would be a good addition for an affordable cigar in the cigar lounge. I'm sure you could price point it right at $14, maybe even $15. Great cigar. So I guess that's all I have to say about this. I'm gonna go and enjoy this cigar. And all you wonderful cats out there in cigar land, enjoy your cigars today, enjoy your day, make the most of it. And until we talk again, this is Brian with Affordable Sticks. Peace out.